Oh, hey, I'm glad you're here. You know, there's a big misconception regarding the life of a radio DJ. In fact, truth is, many radio DJs wear many more hats than just being on the radio, taking requests for a few hours a day, and hanging out with rock stars, or dealing with the occasional chick that hits on you on the request lines, which could be one of the perks. But there's a lot more to it than that, and I'm going to show you a real day-to-day kind of life of a radio DJ and what they have to do at a real radio station. Because I'm Cutter, and this is Real Radio.
Let's
go to next on 93 Rock. Oh, hey. See, check this out, a professional radio studio. Look, there's microphones, there's computer screens, there's buttons that I have no idea what they do, but that's okay, because as a radio DJ, you don't need to know what they do. There's all kinds of weird technological stuff. All you need to worry about as a DJ, because remember, you're the talent, is how to turn the microphone on, how to look on the internet, and when to go on the air in between those songs that somebody else already scheduled. All right, let's go take a look around the studios in the building as a whole and find some other areas that you need to be forewarned about. Look at this. Pretty cool, huh? You know what I'm doing? I'm introducing a band. Probably one of the biggest perks about being a radio DJ. In fact, there are right now screaming fans. They don't care about me, though. All they're screaming about is the fact that I'm the guy that's going to yell the band's name into the microphone, and then they get to see their favorite band. But it's a great gig because you get paid to be there, most likely, and you get the admiration of all the rock band's adoring fans, even though they don't know your name and don't really care. We're upstairs. And what happens upstairs? Well, maybe you can judge by these cubicles. It's the sales department. In all actuality, befriend a salesperson. If you're a radio DJ, a programmer, or looking to get into the business somehow or another, befriend a salesperson. Because without them, and as cutthroat as they are and as prickish as they can be sometimes, without them, you don't get paid. And if you don't get paid, you don't have a job. And if you don't have a job at a real radio station, then where are you going to work? Public radio? I don't think so. All right, before we go try to find a real radio DJ, there is another department and somebody that you need to befriend at a radio station. It's the engineering department. Because they're a little bit of a recluse, and they're always looking for good friends. They might not have any. They might live in their mom's basement and play online video games. I'm telling you what, get into those online video games with them. Drink some beers with them, and they'll be your best friend forever. And you want them as your best friend forever. Let's say you're at a live broadcast, and something goes wrong. You don't know how to fix it. You're the talent, remember? In other words, you're a dumbass, but that's okay. If you're friends with the engineer, you'll never have to learn about anything technological. You know why? You got them on cell phone. You got them on speed dial. They come over, 5 minutes, everything's fixed. You'll go ahead in the company because you'll never have a technological problem. All right, now that you know about the engineer, let's go see if we can find a DJ. All right, this is kind of cool. We were standing outside the WIXX studio. Remember earlier I mentioned about hanging out with rock bands? Well, Tommy Fox, who's the DJ right now on WIXX, actually has a band in the studio with him. He's interviewing them and hanging out. I don't know. I don't see a bottle of Jaeger anywhere, so I'm a little disappointed in Tommy, but the band themselves look about 19 years old, so no, I think that's pushing it. I think they look about 17 years old, but that's okay. It's WIXX. They play top 40 music, you know, Lady Gaga, Justin Bieber, that kind of crap. So anyway, so we're not going to get to talk to Tommy, but now you get to see what really goes on a show as when you're the talent for a radio DJ. Pretty cool. So now that you've been around the place a little bit, you've seen a real radio DJ in action. You've seen the sales department. I've told you about the engineer. There's one more thing you should know about real radio. Each radio station is actually owned by a parent company. This one happens to be Midwest Communications. We're in Green Bay. They own radio stations all over the country. Here, they have WIXX, which is top 40. 93 Rock is hard rock. Y100 is country. The Drive is classic hits, you know, Eagles type stuff. And then two talk stations, 97.5 and 1360 WTAQ, which is news talk, stuff I don't listen to. And possibly the greatest call letters in all of radio, WNFL, which is sports talk radio. So as you can see, it's not mom and pop stuff anymore. It's a pretty big conglomerate. So good luck to you. If you can get into being a radio DJ, I suggest do it. You'll have the time of your life. But I hope you like ramen noodles.